Second jumper, slot KC slot 24s, or UC that is, I'm sorry. Alright, keeps on going pa rin yung mga play natin dito, and probably they're gonna be landing here on the bigger portion of the island of our Wrangle map, or Wrangle map, that rather. Some players, some squad are taking the right side, and more players, more squad are taking the left side. But we have our men all the way from slot 18 who would definitely touch their feet on the ground first, beating those other players here on our Game of One map. We have 𝗏𝗏, Duterte, and also we have Shadow. 4 men totally alone yung mga play natin dito. Wala silang kagam. Clean and green yung mga play natin dito. But, you know, some map slot 18 will be deciding to cross the bridge. On the other side of the bridge, we have our slot 12 or mga TFG. Pero one player has been knocked dito naman sa side ng mga slot 24 is not that quick. Nagkamera agad yung magandang angle yung mga play natin dito. Opportunity for him to be able to take one down dito sa side ng mga slot 24. Second jumper, slot KC slot 24s. The team will be deciding to cross the bridge. On the other side of the bridge, we have our slot 12 or mga TFG. Pero one player has been knocked dito naman sa side ng mga slot 24 is not that quick. Nagkamera agad yung magandang angle yung mga play natin dito. Opportunity for him to be able to take one down dito sa side ng mga slot 24. Nothing dito knocked down. Shot has been fired again. Another one bites the dust. Rising all the way to slot 24. Last man from squad. What he got as of now is that pistol in his hand, and probably he's going to be using that UMP40 for him to be able to knock one din dito sa side ng mga slot hands natin, or maybe not. Pero na open fire na ginawa niya using that pistol, everyone's going to be knowing na kung nasaan yung way of us na one play natin all the way from slot 24 nasa Utah natin. Sobrang far away na one play natin dito for him to be able to be helped or recovered after being knocked down by those boys earlier dito naman sa side ng mga slot 6 natin. Alright, keeps on going. Probably going to be using his cards for them to be able to counter annihilation. One play all the way slotted 4 who got knocked down by them. But right now, slot 10 and the plan is able to be deciding to cross the bridge. Most definitely. End of the map dito naman sa side ng mga play natin all the way from slot 14. 4-man squad. Pero one player has been knocked down din dito sa natin mga play natin all the way from slot 20s maybe. Pero clean and clean pa rin yung mga play natin. Not yung one player all the way from slot BTK. Slot 15 has been knocked down. I didn't know Chanel though, you know, slot 25 will be the spot dito rin dito siya. Slot 50 natin dito as of now. Another one bites the dust dito sa side ng mga slot 50 natin. Alright, 𝗏𝗏 na ito sa kumaglaw. 𝗏𝗏 got him. It's gonna be, you know, peek-a-booing those men all the way from slot 50. 𝗏𝗏 now losing his window for a possible solid. Knocked down into the one that's all the way from slot 15. One player has been knocked down in the process of charging away. That is the third player 𝗏𝗏 and last man, which is 𝗏𝗏 not in earlier. But again, couldn't be able to take one along with him. That is the side of Mustard. He got himself blown to pieces. Most definitely. Now done to the side ng A7. It's not an A7, you know, being slaughtered. The mga play naman natin dito all the way from slot to 20s natin. One player has been run over by one of the players from slot 20. You can see 2 more to go. Dito sa side ng mga slot 21s natin. And perhaps alam na rin ng mga slot 21s natin kung nasa na rin yung way basa ngayon ng mga slot 20 natin. Ready to fight na nga ba yung mga slot 21s natin, or they're gonna be giving a ticket dito sa side ng mga slot 20 natin for some sort of safe passage dito sa corridor nila. Pero again, too late na rin. Alam na rin ang mga slot natin kung nasa rin yung way about the possible loop. Pwede naman nila dito sa side ng mga slot 20 natin versus our slot 21. Man, those knocked down elimination ng mga slot 20 natin will not be left. Slot 20 natin before they go out from the game. Pero one player 69 is being knocked down. Shotgun sa mukha. He definitely had towards the one player who definitely jump shot dito sa corner niya. And I think fight na nga ba yung mga slot 21s natin, or they're gonna be giving a ticket dito sa side ng mga slot 20 natin for some sort of safe passage dito sa corner nila. Pero again, too late na rin. Alam na rin ang mga slot natin kung nasa rin yung way about the possible loop. Pwede naman nila dito sa side ng mga slot 20 natin versus our slot 21. Man, those knocked down elimination ng mga slot 20 natin will not be left. Slot 20 natin before they go out from the game. Pero one player 69 is being knocked down. Shotgun sa mukha. He definitely had towards the one player who definitely jump shot dito sa corner niya. And I think, you know, most definitely slot 21. This is nothing. Left side corner, we have our slot 13s. If the those slot 13s will be pulling over dito naman spot kung nasa nyo, naka-slumber or naka-take over yung mga slot 12 natin expect the 3-on-3 situation. Pero, you know, until then, clean and green naman yung perimeter, yung spot or parts ng mga slot 12 natin dito as of now. Pero BDK, there goes your knockdown coming from those men all the way from slot 4. nagbubungo na rin yung paghihirap ng mga staff forward natin dito. Finally, they definitely got one dito sa side ng mga staff forward natin, pero tucked in away pa rin yung one play natin dito ng skin for him to be able to be eliminated after the game by one of the players of staff forward. Definitely got snagged down dito sa kanila. Second floor to be exact, yung one play natin dito, maybe meant na rin o sinadya na rin ng mga staff forward is natin dito for him to be able to staff forward dito sa side nila for him to be able to have those score and for the situation. 𝐂𝐄𝐋𝐄𝐒 probably opening fire from the distance, trying to get his snag down for him from those spot kung nasan sa ngayon yung staff forward is natin na until nakakuha po taking one player out from them. One player from staff forward has been picked out from the game right now. No time na rin for them to be able to face those boys who are definitely going to be holding them on that side inside of the blue zone again. Times 2 damage everyone will be experiencing inside of the blue zone. It's a mount stopping TK 𝐂𝐿 will be having their 𝗏𝗏. Shots fired again. Dito naman sa side ng mga strategies natin. Those men have been gone down well. Failing out from the location kung saan na rin nagkamera ng flushing out yung mga staff force natin. But again, staff force did not had a opportunity for them to be able, to have their face off dito sa side ng mga staff force natin because of the blue zone. So they're not gonna be letting the blue zone to take them all out. So that's why talaga nag-bail out agad yung mga staff forces natin until staff force team most definitely came up across the mga slaughterties natin. VS on the other hand, one player boss that has been a knockdown. Gerald last man starting. Again, he's now evacuating the scene kung saan na knockdown yung one play natin all the way from slot 8 as opposed to pushing, taking this duel dito sa side ng mga slaughterties natin. Saw some smoke pop, blooming dito sa side ng mga staff force natin. One play goes knockdown, everyone straight away. Trying to get the explosion up of the vehicle with those staff force taking over from and I guess, plan out the mga play natin dito is blow one vehicle for them to be able to get those execution knockdown even dito sa side ng mga staff force natin until one play has been knocked down. Pero you know what time it is after the knockdown? It's time for the push. Pero that one play who would have definitely got snagged down dito sa side ng mga staff force natin are now having that hesitation to move forward. And now from this direction or from this distance, Statries being open fired at inside of the blue zone is now being stopped. Right now, everyone's going to be having those plans other than how they can gatekeep those open fire. Those players opening fire inside of the blue. Finding another good angle. They must die. It's not for them to be able to stop one to the side of stop four. And one player from stop four almost got one over by the vehicle. The most stop fours and stop 12 not one player from stop really keeps on getting in their way. 1-on-2s and 2-on-2s and 1-on-2 situation. TFQs natin dito, any moment too soon, probably slot 12 will be flushed out from those hiding spot good nila because of the blue zone. While dito naman sa side ng mga stat natin, I think the circle is in favor toward from this one guy, which is the ID all the way from last 20s. Pero what gets this one player all the way from start when he alive still is the smoke pop that is now doing. Here we go. Here we go. Man, he's definitely couldn't be able to see throughout the smoke though. Pero the one guy all the way from slot 20s may magandang visual. That is why he's decided to stop for 10, 6, and also we have slot 20s natin dito. On his way to have those miracle, probably yung mga play natin dito earlier. Dito sa side ng mga stop for natin dito with Will. I don't know, man. He's now looking for some sort of recall tower where he can see those fallen comrades of theirs. Pero shots fired again. Dito naman sa side ng mga stop natin. Oh yeah, he's now flipping the tables around. Dito sa mga play natin. Who keeps on pushing kung nasa yung way bus sila dito sa side ng mga stop for natin. I think he's gonna be evacuating the scene or the location where he definitely got one dito sa side ng mga stop 16 or maybe yeah dito sa side ng mga stop 12 natin. Pero stop 12 who definitely spotted the one player all the way from stop 16. Dito naman sa corner kung nasa na rin. At the same time, slightly yung mga stop force natin. SML stop 12 will be having those communication of their all the way from stop 16. They're definitely getting their knocked down, but dito sa side naman ng mga stop natin dito by slime all the way from stop form. No hesitation, sprayed away dito sa corner kung nasa na rin yung mga player natin all the way from stop 12. Pero ginagawa ng mga stat 6 natin dito. They're definitely working their way din throughout the air kung nasa mga stat and report natin. One player has been bombed out from the game. 4 men na rin yung mga statics natin dito. Regrouping moment na rin yung mga LR natin. They will have the biggest chances to occupy this whole spot out from those hands na rin ng mga other play natin. Pero slot 20 last man standing from his squad. Dito sa spot na. Okay, they definitely got up here towards that one player earlier. Who is definitely ready. Style line. or slimy all the way from slot 24, holding this one guy all the way from slot 6. Dito sa second floor, pero right now, he's now very much wide open for a possible nag down 5. Now, one player from slot 20s will be opening fire up throughout the window. Pero one player from slot LR manages to creep all the way behind of the enemy lines, working his way to the second floor, making sure that no one can get up there. Pero no, one player from slot 6 most definitely made that impossible dream. Most definitely. Side niya first, those other player who keeps on moving for QUANGLE whereabouts niya, which is yung mga starter is natin. Again, next, hindi pa lang yan, not bailing out total yung mga player natin itself. Aiming towards one player head dito sa side ng mga static natin until they definitely got one dito sa side ng mga static natin who's been occupying the whole squad of those not 13th attention. Alright, dito muna agad tayo sa mga stat squad. But that's out dito sa side ng mga stat. TFQ natin 1v1 situation. No one's gonna be getting in their way as decent enough for them to be able to knock one another down. Pero again, 5-5-5 tuner. Delicioso, he definitely won the 1v1 situation inside of the container with the one play. Most definitely worked his way in, thinking that this one play was that one. He's not going to be thinking that one play can, going throughout that container until he definitely got that one play gun down right there and then. Side niya first stat to 12 natin. Dito muna natin sa mga stat 4 natin versus stat 19s and now having the encuentro. Opening fire off na rin yung mga player natin. Spot naman ang mga standard natin. Go for those forward everyone. And opening fire back dito sa side ng mga stat 4 started again. So shot squad will not left. Will not be unanswered most definitely. As long as teams are no opening fire, being opening fire that receiving some bullets out from those guns ang mga stat 4 started pero not enough to knock one dito sa side ng mga stat 19s natin. One player then all the way stat 19s are now trying to hold those boys dito sa side ng mga stat 4 started excited smoke compound kung nasa na rin yung way about them. They're gonna be trying to clutch those 4 players gameplay all the way from stat 4 out to the side niya pero Giga ang stop spot lagging and about to work his way to the ground zero where he can definitely pull up kung nasa na rin yung way about ng mga slot 4 na I'm thinking that he can pull one away but he's the one who got that to quite as possible. Pero no need, everyone's turning up na rin kung nasa yung whereabouts ng mga slot GIGs natin. BDK nandito lang sa perimeter sa movement even sa left side corner sa mga slot 80s natin but right now they're making a right turn dito naman sa corner kung nasa na rin yung mga slot 80s natin. Too bad and unfortunately for the get dito sa side ng mga slot 20s natin. No one knows kung nasa na rin yung mga BDK natin dito as of now pero 2 of them has been knocked down dito sa side naman ng mga slot 80s natin. VS slot 8 close by lang them, hearing a lot of commotion going down kung nasa na rin yung whereabouts nila. Again, 2 players of slot 18 has been knocked down in the process or maybe trying to get their knocked down after earlier that Shadow is open by that. He's working his way, going for a U-turn. He's now being pushed down from the coverage and going over any moment too soon by our boys all the way from slot 8, opening fire inside. Right away, there you go. Rondo, one of the craziest map again. We are in. Shots fired again. Dito naman sa side ng mga LRs natin. Again, those other players, most definitely must have the open fire route dito sa side ng mga LRs natin until nakakuha na rin magandang angle yung mga LR natin for them to be able to knock those players down. Pero we have our slot 7 in up front. Up ahead, higher ground to be exact. Slightly kung nasa yung whereabouts yung mga alpha natin. We have our slot 4. Clearly, those slot 7 lurkers get equipped all the way behind of the enemy. Kung nasa na rin yung whereabouts yung mga slot 4 natin. Everyone doing a lot of triangular boulders as you can see for them to be able to make that triangular boulder some sort of cover position first those other players. Pero SRP opening fire up to one of the players of slot 4 couldn't be able to take a shot pa rin yung mga play natin dito sa side ng mga slot 4 natin because of the slot SRPs or slot 7 natin dito still getting the way pa rin, saving the day of those alpha side ng mga slot 4 natin. And so, right away, there you go. Play natin dito sa side ng mga slot 4 natin because of the slot SRPs or slot 7 natin dito. Still getting the way pa rin, saving the day of those alpha side ng mga slot 4 natin. And so, slot slot SRPs that gonna be letting those boys all the way to slot 4 to take all the glory by eliminating those slot A7s natin dito, or Alpha natin dito. They're gonna be putting the glory towards your hand. Sabi na mga play natin dito all the way to slot 17, so that's why they keep on opening fire up. Dito naman sa MACY, dito kunasan yung way about sa mga slot 4s natin. Last man natin dito all the way to slot 4 for him to be able to have the one player saved. Pero those will be fighting ginawa ng mga play natin all the way to slot LRs, working their way out throughout the air. Kunasi last man all the way to slot 4, having a low moment, patching himself up because of the damage that he did amplify or see from those guns ng mga players natin earlier. Natin nagkamera na rin na magandang angle yung mga player natin all the way to slot 4. Yes, now they can take one. Dito sa side ng mga slot one player all the way to slot 12 who got knocked down. No switching their whereabouts. I know dancing throughout the beat of those guys. The most last one dito. Doing your left, right, doing your charge again. You'll be able to dodge forward to the side of most last one natin. Switching guns from another instead of reloading your gun. Just a quick one dito sa side naman. Mga LRs, that's last two maps standing. One play then all the way from slot 12. Be-Niger in the process of targeting those boys older all the way from slot 17 na until down na din sa maging 2 squad na lang. Alright, so we have Walk and Zen. No, dito naman sa side ng mga play natin all the way from slot LRs. Pero couldn't be able to push it away kung nasa yung whereabouts ng mga slot 12 natin. Nate keeps on popping up all over sa perimeter ng mga slot 6 na left and right. One player has been a nade. Now, there goes your nade again. One player all the way from slot 12 who got knocked down. No switching. Tarakin. So, as Rondo din. You know, having those players know that someone will be giving them another chance to have another a gunfight or avenge himself. No, retaliate. Alright, we have a lot of jumpers up to now, but we have our Sly LR slot 6. Beating those other players on the ground again, we have Kent, Lexus, Zeno, and Walk. Oh, one player has been stabbed to death. As you can see, maybe this is side ng mga using natin sa 24s. Dito siya nakakuha. Dito sa side ng mga OGs natin dito, or GIJs. One player has been sliced out to death, most definitely out from the game. One player has been spotted, easy kill. Standing still though for a possible goal target. He can take dito sa side. Please gameplay. I think, you know, stop the lava will be left behind dun sa mga kamay ng mga slot 9s natin. Pero dito muna sa mga slot 25s natin, where slot AX are now at 3-on-4 situation. Pero sobrang fan at to one another pa rin ng mga slot 25 natin for them to be able to have those execution that they definitely needed inside the mga players. The way slot 4, another one bites the dust. 2 players gameplay na lang yan. Slot 16, 2 of them has been knocked down, and 1 play then all the way slot 10 has been knocked down. Potential casualties. Every squad are getting their knocked down now from those opponents of theirs. Dito naman sa side ng slot 24, 16 and slot 10 standing for right now. Everyone is trying to get those sheltering moments. You know, after knowing na couldn't be able to get those eliminations right away. Pero dito sa side ng slot Alpha natin, Creeper last man from the squad. For enough for him to be able to help his comrades battle those slot 4. As you can see, one player has been on a much higher ground compared to what the one player of all the way from slot 7. He got players gameplay. I think, you know, stop the last fight here for decent enough for him to be able to take their time and to look for a good angle for them to be able to get those upper hand that they're craving for that special knockdown. Slot 14 on the other hand. We have our cases, slot 14s, the slot 4. Opening fire up, one player most definitely received some damage, almost got himself knocked down from that push and from that position that he took versus those slot 4s. Pero as of now, alam na rin ng mga slot 4s natin kung nasaan yung way about sa ngayon ng mga slot 4s natin. After the open fighting ginawa ng mga slot 4 natin, they definitely had their location compromised out from those scopes and out from those maps naman ng mga BTK natin ng slot 4 teams. 4-on-2 situation. I think they can take care of themselves versus those 4 men all the way from our slot 4s maybe. Pero slot 24, one player has been knocked down. You know what time it is. Time for the push maybe even. Games of fate, opening fire random towards those buildings kung nasa na rin yung by here for decent enough for him to be able to take all over the players kung nasa na rin yung mga BTK natin. One player has been knocked down and one player has been eliminated of the game. We have 𝐂𝐄𝐋𝐄𝐒. Again, everyone is trying to survive the kung nasa na yung Mayabas of 4 men all the way from starting. Finding another good spot to play natin. They find those hideouts ng mga BTK natin. Grim 6 natin dito. Going for the boom moment back the corner. Grab ang mga player fire on. Won't fire rough away using that M49. 150 points out of the bad boy, but one player not 6. Ayala most definitely spotted him for a possible target. Even they count up the goal. Back there corner, his back is wide open for a possible knockdown. Carving the one guy all the way. Ayala, 2 more to go. Pero why? Missing his shot, missing his move for him to be able to get the ring around the Rosie behind the enemy last nasa nagkakameron ng pulling off yung mga slot LRs natin. Pero all over the place kung nasa na rin yung mga BTK natin. One player has been... Okay, sino pa ba dito? Malalayo na sa isa't isa yung mga players natin dito. As you can see, everyone is taking their time inside of the blue zone. One player hold the whip, slot 19, SRPs. I don't know, maybe you SRPs might have figured out that those other players are still inside of the blues and planning to have those gatekeeping, pushing those men deeper inside of the blue zone, or maybe holding those men inside of the blue so that the blue zone can do his thing. You know what I'm saying? Alright, VS natin dito, making a move after the blue zone and after the circle had his movement. Slot 14, JJ, I got you. Somehow, we still have a slot 14. Of course, we have slot 14. First slot LRs. Thank you for that. Maraming salamat. We're now spotting, we're now spectating slot 14. One player and now being burned alive. Making sure the souls our slot BTK are well damaged for them to be able to have this execution quick. Sa mga slot 14 natin until some... Okay, sino pa ba dito? Nangangulo for him to be able to pick one down dito sa side ng mga stop 4 natin. Wide open are stop 4 for some sort of third party. It's someone, your stamp slide, stamp squad will be hearing a lot of gunshot sounds going on. I guess stop 4, having those open fire at the same time dito this side of play that all the way for stop VS. Enemy of my enemy, my friend as of now. Once they snagged out those allies. Now well planned the BS natin last man. Stop BS. Boss na talagang gumagalaw. But you know, we cannot say this team safe and sound nga ba yung mga statics natin na turn up na ginawa nila dito sa corner kung nasa yung mga BS natin. They're not going to be able to hit. Recover though. Pero boss na trying to have those recoveries. Dito sa side ng mga VS natin and those snags na nakuha ng mga left start LRs natin being hunted down, making sure that no one's gonna be having those men recovered or revive. Stop 4 KZ Slime nangangulo for him to be able to pick one down dito sa side ng mga stop 4 natin. Wide open are stop 4 for some sort of third party. It's someone, your stamp slide, stamp squad will be hearing a lot of gunshot sounds going on dito sa I guess stop 4 having those open fire at the same time dito sa side ng play that all the way for stop VS. Enemy of my enemy, my friend as of now. Once they snagged out those allies natin dito. Those men from starting the one are vulnerable for those one dito sa side ng mga stop 4 natin thinking yung binabata lang o ginalabanan lang ng mga stop 4 natin or LRs natin. Not today. We have a stop 4 just pull up, just arrive dito sa spot nila where they're definitely holding those LRs down inside the smoke compound kung nasa din yung way about sila dito. 2 men to go yung mga LRs natin, allowing those other players to take one to take those boys out dito sa premise na without them getting in the way. That's in finding another good entry point for them to be able to penetrate the security of those left LRs. Finding that formation for a possible knockdown using the UMP. Maybe the number side of statics is not the last man from the squad. Missing those windows the stop 4 can get. And they're knocked down to the side. He's dead all the way to slot 6. 2 men to go na lang din yung mga get to snag down. Maybe yung mga play natin or maybe slot 70s natin kamera knockdown earlier yung mga players natin dito. And Milo has been knocked down dito to the side ng mga play natin all the way slot 17s. You know what time it is after the knockdown na nakuha naman ng mga slot 4 natin dito sa side ng mga slot 70s natin. finding those whereabouts ng mga players natin all the way. Stat 17 na build na meron na upper hand. O maganda ng angle yung mga play natin doon all the way from slot 10. For another knockdown. Dito sa side ng mga stat 17 natin for the second time in a row. They got your nice throw. One player from slot 10 has been knocked down. Buying some time for him to be able to have started. But again, another one by the side of the started. Are we gonna be I don't know, witnessing another table flip dito sa side ng mga stat 70s natin versus stat 10. Nagkami na knockdown 2s yung mga stat SRPs natin dito sa side ng mga stat 10s natin. Pero get to snag down maybe yung mga play natin or maybe stat 70s natin. Kami magandang angle na rin yung mga play natin dito naman sa side ng mga stat 90s natin. Pero couldn't be able to take that one play who got knocked down by them pa rin dito sa side ng mga stat 90s natin. So 3-on-3 situation. Slot 14 now being sandwiched by slot 4 and slot 90s natin dito. Okay, we have Jin with _Way and crunching natin dito sa side ng mga stop 40s natin dito. Targeting our boys all the way from slot 19. Whoever's gonna be crossing the road, those men will be knocked down well by our slot 19s natin dito. Pero slot KC on the way pa rin. Couldn't be able to get their knockdown so pa rin dito sa side pa rin ng mga play natin all the way sa 14s, slot 19 vice versa. Opening fire up para yung mga play natin non-stop. Nagkameron ng magandang angulo yung mga play natin for the knockdown and the saving dito sa side ng mga stat 90s natin. You know what time it is? After the knockdown na nakuha ng mga stat BTK natin dito all at once. All of them are moving forward dito sa side ng mga stat 90s natin. Just someone will be knocked down dito sa side ng mga stat 21s natin. 2-on-4 situation. Get that we're getting those damage and flag dito sa side ng mga stat 3s natin vice versa. Pero be able to take one away pa rin dito sa natin. One play down, putting a Slayer out of deal all the way slot 1. Pero plan out of slot 1 and not working accordingly down. So magiging last man standing na lang din. Yung one play natin all the way slot 21. Whoever's gonna be jumping through the other building for him to be able to get inside on towards the one player side. One perfect knockdown. And right now, so missing his window for his possible knockdown towards Daniel. All the way from Stati on his way up. You want to play not easy for him to be able to get a good spot towards the one. It's holding the M249. Machine gun or submachine gun for a perfect knockdown, semi-knockdown dito sa side ng mga stat 30s natin. No semi-knockdown. It's gonna be him on stat 21s natin. It's time for the push. Every player will stop for Gino moving for him. Sacrifice, they game with latches, eliminate those target events dito naman sa side ng mga stat 40s natin. Push though, only the AKM for a perfect knockdown. Take it to the side of the stat 40 natin. Switch the game to now making side of stat 40s natin away. Way last member of the squad. The 1v1 situation too close and so close for the table turn na makukuha sana ng mga stat 40 natin dito naman sa side ng mga stat 40s natin. One by one, those stat 14 keeps on pushing inside of smoke compound or inside of smoke house with that one play of stat 4. Most of devil clutching those asses ng mga stat 40s natin. Not until way, man, he definitely had been the saver of our slot 40s natin dito. Saving those chances for that elimination na makukuha ng mga slot 4 natin. So, it's time for the push. Every player of slot 14 moving forward. Natin dito. Every player of slot 6 and opening fight rin towards the spot kung nasaan. Tulupin natin. Tugan natin previous by one of the players from stat 6. Everyone is responding there. So there kung nasa at the same time. 2 men all the way from slot Elos and 2 players there all the way from stat 6. By Rob, bouncing through all the beats of those guns and one play not is all the way from stat poke him in, opening fire Rob. What's getting outside of the compound kung nasa rin ang mga play not and dance number. Those men will be knocked down by Pokemon. Pokemon last man starting from his squad. One player that walk. Saw this one player. Brown Gaming here in the open wide for a possible knockdown. He's gonna be trying to guess where Pokemon are now at. Luffy though, tagging the play and then tagging the help and asking off again into the side of one player and all the way from Elos. That's too soon and too slow to figure out kung saan magpapop up next to mga play natin on all the way from stat 6. He got himself burned alive inside of the blue. Every player in stat 6 and over the players them for a possible target that they can take. But right now, those entry exit point are being smoked by them. Just so they can hide themselves throughout the air. Kung nasa at the same time na rin nagkakabera already pushing yung mga stop BGK natin towards yung stop 14. Pero one player stop BGK has been a knockdown by those boys all the way from Style LRs. Plan out of those LRs is, wait for those other players from Style 14 to work their way outside of the smooth path na ginawa nila. Pero BTK natin dito, alright? They are definitely getting back inside of this garage with those slot 6 modes and definitely pinning them down slightly. 𝐂𝐄𝐋𝐄𝐋 and Venom. Two of them has been knocked down to the rescue na rin dito, pero the blue zone are not allowing Legends to save those boys. As of now, maybe the blue zone is going to be taking those boys out from the game to the side, pero Lexus trying his best to still manipulate them for a possible target that he can take. Pero right now, those entry exit point are being smoked by them, just so they can hide themselves throughout the air. Kung nasa at the same time na rin nagkakamera, already pushing yung mga stop BGK natin towards the stop 14. Pero one player stop BGK has been knocked down by those boys all the way from Style LRs. Plan out of those LRs is, wait for those other players from Style 14 to work their way outside of the smooth path na ginawa nila. Pero BTK natin dito, alright? They are definitely getting back inside of this garage with those slot 6 modes and definitely pinning them down slightly. 𝐂𝐿𝐋𝐄𝐋 and Venom. Two of them has been knocked down to the rescue na rin dito, pero the blue zone are not allowing Legends to save those boys. As of now, maybe the blue zone is going to be taking those boys out from the game dito sa side, pero Lex na probably yung mga statue dito natin. If the blue zone move, they're going to be moving then, pero as of now, they're not going to be moving without the blue zone moving. Open and fight dito sa side ng mga play natin all the way from Stat 6. Another one bites the dust dito sa side ng mga Stat 6 natin. Fires through all the way from Stat 12. Mga play natin dito. Opening fire up. Popping here on the front side. Putting the mga Stat 12 natin. Again, empty another mag just to put the 𝗟𝐿 down in move one. Even though that everyone's gonna be knowing the recognition way about the mga TFQ natin, that is the reveal they're willing to give just to put the 𝗟𝐿 down, just supporting the mga players that they get from Style LRs. And right now, that BTK of being targeted as well na mga Stat 12 natin. So very excited to see mga Stat 12 Stat 12 not the way about mga Stat 12 natin until they're definitely being eliminated by those boys on the way from Stat 12. Going to rip down this side of the sacrificing his game will last, open him away from those boys all the way from Style 14. So dito naman sa side ng mga Style 15s natin, planning every move ng mga Style 14s natin dito, not revealing this presence dito sa side ng mga Style 15s natin, pero they need to hurry themselves, what I'm saying, because of the blue zone. It's about they cannot take one another dito. The boys out of the one player from Style 14 most definitely pops out. Can't wait to get the next. Fighting he did. He's definitely revealed himself na rin dito, pero bahala na. It's gonna be charging away. Over him back home. They're gonna open fire again. One player most definitely revealed. Gonna be able to have that one player cover. Definitely being knocked down by Gio all the way from Style 14. So that's why he's making his move, making sure that's not gonna be running out of bullets after the open fight is gonna be doing.
Squatterhouse Gaming. Heto na sa laban, di ka uurungan ng mga malupit sa milay. Sumabay, sabay ka sa beat, lahat magingay. Malabuhawi pag bumakbak, sa pandinig lahat isaksak. Pag di ka tumago, ako'y asintado, ito'y aprobado, ika'y sagalpak. May lalim at lawak, galawang mahusay. May tutok lumapat, galawang matibay. Lihiti munggang, kami ang patunay. May tutok sa clash, kaya kung tumibay, sambala ka lang. Yan na sigurado, galawan na smooth. Medyo agresibo, maingat na kilos na parang plinano sa jump palaban. Yan ang Pilipino, solido bumanat, tapat ka sa sentro. Sabay na sa game, basag ka sa flame. Kapag bumalasa, pasok to sa lasa. Lihiti mong baraw at saka sa main.
Subukan mang umiwas ay di ka makakatakas. Sigurado ko sa pulat, lahat ay malalakas. At wala matitira kundi kami lang malakas. Huwag ka boy umasa na kami ay mapitas. Gamay ko na ito kaya malabo mga paa. Babatukan lang kita hanggang ikaw ay madapa. Dudurugin lang kita, sabay tipi sa muka. Ewan ko na lang kung tatalog sa tuwa. Asa ka sa tiyamba na kami inyo madali. Tirang talikuran ay alis dito palagi. Ibahin mo kami pare pag kami ang umatake. Di basta-basta padali kaya huwag ka makapante. Baka di mo kilala isa ito sa malakas. Motivational speaker panapat ko sa alas. Sila lang taga-utas na mga nagmatigas. Walang kinakatakutan labanan hanggang wakas. Legit na veterano sa paggamit ng baril. Di nagbimintis, asintado kumitil. Kabilang to sa pinakamahusay na dapat mo igalang dahil di mo kalibel. Kung di ka kalibel, panoorin mo na lang. Mga shoutcaster, tanggapin mo na lamang. Mga sharpshooter, kami lang ang sakala. alam, lagi last hater kaya iyak talunan. Mga tira nyo kasi hindi inaasinta, tapos yung isang kasama mo nag-aasim pa. Kaya payo ko sa'yo, sige mag-practice pa. Nakatutok na kami, kayo ay puro plan pa. Ganito kami ka-TV para di margibyado, kabisado ang galaw. Bago sumabak sa duelo dito, matira matibay at kami na ang panalo. Walang pwede makapigil at kami ang hari dito.